The following match is your main event and is a fatal four-way match scheduled for one fall for the Atomic Pro Wrestling Championship. Introducing first, wrestle for the win at 155 centimeters, weighing in at 60 kilos, coming in from the arcade, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lil Mars!
Lil Mars, of course, winning the opening match tonight, the Battle Royale, to solidify herself a spot here. But of course, just after the match, she took a beating from Decadence. So you have to wonder how fresh she's going to be feeling.
You can definitely see in the movements of Lil Mars some pain from that attack still lingering, but on the other hand, the momentum from a victory earlier in the night may be able to pull her through.
Hopefully the crowd's definitely behind her in some way.
In saying that, another couple of people with momentum are the Atomic Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
We've of course got the wonderful pairing of James Yeager and the hyper male Roberto.
You know, there are plenty of wrestlers who I don't like, but I respect. I don't like or respect these guys.
Yeah, we are definitely on the same page. I will say, I do hold a very low level of respect for James Yeager, and I hold negative respect for Roberto, so if you add them together, we do hit the net zero.
Yeah, that's right.
But, yeah.
Any respect I have for James Yeager is countered by the fact that he associates himself by choice with the Hyperman.
Absolutely. The only way that James Yeager comes on top is at a grade or a curve when compared to Roberto.
And again, just like already, Yeager getting in the face of Lil Mars here.
Never, sucker, man, you can trust that.
It's time for the champion to get in.
The Logan City Kaiju himself, undeniable Bobby Bishop. Such a great representative of APW and the APW Championship.
It's a special kind of wrestler to have the name of the show named after. You were watching APW Undeniable, and the Undeniable division's here.
I'm sweet like a pear, never did drugs, shot out there. I am Big Ben, you a T-Bo. Better take a
In
knee for the
Queensland, if
kitchen
you want to
elbow.
build a company around the presence of one man, Bobby Bishop is a perfect candidate.
You don't get a cut.
Absolute power.
Play golf, I will replace
So technically proficient.
Here looking through files. This the type beat that make you go wild. Dance floor lit as soon as I touch that. Give me a jaw, you can trust that I'll bust that. Bust that. See me in the club shaking ass, I'm a
Something worth acknowledging here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match will be scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at 155 centimeters and 60 kilos, running in from an arcade, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lil Mars! And our next opponent, or opponents, weighing in at 200 pounds, from Brisbane, Queensland, he is the hyper male, ladies and gentlemen, Roberto!
Again, trying to be unbiased. This guy
And his
sucks.
partner and opponent also tonight at 5'11", from the Fortitude Valley, he's the Dream Killer, ladies and gentlemen, this is James Yeager!
More leg work. The booty needs more work.
And their opponent at 5'9", weighing in at 110 kilos, fighting out of 3 Count Academy, he is the Atomic Pro Wrestling Champion, the Cult Classic, the Undeniable, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Bishop!
Big Red putting his all in there for those announcements. And we have one hell of a four-way match. I will remind you, it's a four-way match. There is a tag team in here, though, so you have to wonder how that fourth way is going to really develop.
These dynamics between the four people in the ring really going to test the alliance between Decadence, the friendship of Bobby and Lil Mars. Something we've got to acknowledge here, Bobby Bishop being called out as fighting out of 3 Count Academy, Queensland's most prominent training facility. You can also see that 3 Count logo on the tights of James Yeager. Decadence also training at 3 Count, as well as Lil Mars. These people with a collection of skills that are going to match each other just through their training.
Prior to the show today, I spoke with Decadence backstage asking, what happens if one of you wins the match? How are you going to split the title? What's going to happen there? And I quote Roberto, get the F out of my locker room. So no information there, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. Now immediately, Decadence looking to pair up against Lil Mars. We thought this might happen. It immediately becomes Mars and Bobby versus Decadence. We spoke about the training at 3 Count Academy just before. Let's talk about Lil Mars quickly, returning only recently from an excursion to Japan and Ice Ribbon, one of the most prominent Joshi promotions in the world, where she was able to be trained under one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time, Mio Shirai.
Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting right here.
Which of these two men is going to make the first strike?
Yeah, are they on the same page or not? Oh, they are. Go for the quick, easy win.
Roberto willing to take the pinfall loss to put the title onto James Yeager there.
Honestly, I hate it, but it's the smart play, right? You don't, if you're Decadence right now, you've got 2 opponents. Everyone else has 3, right?
It's so upsetting for me to say a nice word about Decadence, but you're right. That was absolutely the smart choice. Get the title off Bobby Bishop. Maybe try and have a proper singles match later, but if either member of Decadence is able to wrest the titles away, then it's under Decadence control.
The problem is, coming in like Decadence like this, the way that they are forcing Bobby and Mars to play tag team as well to keep things even, right? Like, they have changed the dynamic of this match. Is it for good or really?
But I have to wonder, if Bobby and Mars, are able to, quote-unquote, take out the competition, surely they're going to then want to have a singles match against each other, which just gives Decadence time to recover.
Exactly, so it has its wins, it has its losses, am I right? Going for the wheelbarrow. Oh! Nicely countered by Lil Mars.
And there's another aspect. You can see Roberto immediately went to make the save and break up the pinfall attempt. But you've got to imagine, if James Yeager was on top of that exchange, I don't think Roberto would have tried to interfere.
Oh, absolutely not. No, the aim of the game is to get the belt off Bobby.
Which, if you're Bobby Bishop right now, you so do not have to be involved in the finish of this match. There are 3 different permutations of pinfall combinations.
Trying to follow the strategies here of a normal 4-way match with a tag team being... I feel like I'm playing that 4-dimensional chess from Star Trek.
More of a Star Wars guy myself, but the wars that are going on in this ring tonight and the stars we're seeing, it'd be a shame if all of that was made a mockery of by Decadence becoming the only title holders here in Atomic Pro Wrestling.
Bobby trying to climb his way back in the ring while Lil Mars is tag teamed. Unfortunately, Decadence has done what they do in tag matches. They've cut the ring in half.
Decadence are so proficient at what they do. Isolate an opponent, wear them down with the numbers advantage. And then once that opponent is disposed of, that lets you then take the fight to the other opponent if needed. But I don't think it's going to be needed here, because they can just immediately go for a pinfall.
Absolutely. And you think, even right now, taking the fight to the Lil Mars like this, not even their best use of time. Clear out of the ring, pin each other. Like...
This is an element, though, you've got to wonder about just how cocky Decadence are, and what James Yeager was just doing is a perfect example of that. It's not just about winning this championship. It's about proving Decadence as the dominant force here in Atomic Pro Wrestling.
And at the same time, Roberto was outside yelling at a little girl. So you have to wonder, what is the game plan here?
Isn't that Roberto in a nutshell? Roberto now Irish whipping a little girl into the corner. Lil Mars surviving this brutalization by Yeager and Roberto. And this is the other aspect of being a team here. The exponential growth in options for offense. You can use your tag team partner as a weapon. You can use your tag team partner to manipulate ring positioning, to put you in optimal situations for moves. If you're attacking Lil Mars and Bobby Bishop is getting up on the outside, Yeager can go and attack Bobby while Roberto keeps control in the ring.
You haven't seen Bobby Bishop up on his feet for a while.
This really feels like a handicap match right now. Yeah. This is not one-on-one at all. This is Decadence imposing their will on two singles competitors.
And right now it's a 2-on-1 mugging.
And again, I hate to compliment them. Ref Richo looking to take care of Bobby Bishop's well-being on the outside, while Yeager lays a knee across the chest.
No, I get it. Yeager he had Lil Mars in a pinfall position, and the referee didn't see it because he was checking on Bobby Bishop.
Combination there, discus forearm and leaping knee strike. And once again, Lil Mars took this move earlier in the night. The Vet Killer looking to be delivered.
Oh, Bobby catching it.
And turning it into a DDT from Lil Mars onto James Yeager. Now delivering the rights to Roberto.
You know what, Bobby? Do us a favor. Punch him more in the face, please.
Shades of Dusty Rhodes. Bionic elbow from the Undeniable One. I could watch that all night.
Yeah, if we could get Roberto being beat up on repeat, I'd die happy.
Bit jealous of everyone on YouTube watching this right now who can
double tap the screen in reverse.
Double tap the left-hand side of the screen. Watch that as many times as you like, folks.
This ain't Scorsese, folks. You're allowed to watch this on your phones.
Double team maneuver there. Leaping knee strike from Roberto, once again taking Bobby Bishop out of the equation. Family unfriendly language as Lil Mars plants Roberto. Almost a blue thunderbomb there without a twist to it.
Lil Mars is climbing up. I'd hate to be any member of Decadence right now. Well, I guess in general, to be fair.
Hate to be any member of Decadence. Hate to see any member of Decadence.
Sharing a locker room with them is bad enough.
Oh. Roberto and Yeager calling for the Vet Killer one more time. Yeager almost out on his feet right now after that insane maneuver from Lil Mars. But once again, Bobby making his presence known, removing Mars from that maneuver. But you've got to wonder if that's in the best interests of Bobby Bishop. When it all comes down to it, Lil Mars is still his opponent in this match.
I don't think they've taken an attack against each other yet, though, so their alliance is holding strong at least.
Vet Killer delivered to Bobby Bishop. And in the worst possible turn of events, Roberto seems to be the one member of this match still maintaining any sense of aggression.
Lil Mars now firing up and taking on both members of Decadence.
You cannot fault the fire of Lil Mars. Back to the well again. Mars lands on her feet out of the vet killer, pushes Jaeger into Roberto.
Oh! Roberto looking to steal this and get it done by himself. Oh, another accidental collision by Decadence.
Mars with the roll up. We've got a new champion.
Wins.
Here's your winner, and new Atomic Pro Wrestling Champion,
This is huge.
Lil Mars just became the new Atomic Pro Wrestling Champion. Bobby Bishop not involved in the pinfall to trade that title.
I mean, you've got to feel bad for Bobby Bishop, but I think even in loss, Bobby Bishop must feel pretty happy knowing Decadence didn't win it.
Hang on here though, Bobby snatching that title away from Mars. And the show of respect there from the former champion to the new champ, earning her first ever singles gold.
And what a championship to win.
APW Purple is going to be running through the streets of Toowoomba tonight.
And our tag team partner, Yeet Stevens, making it away to the ring.
What a moment! Lil Mars has the world in her hands right now. Congratulations to our new champion. The APW locker room emptying to celebrate.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your new Atomic Pro Wrestling Champion,
What a night it has been, Seb.
An unforgettable night in Toowoomba.
Thank you so much to everyone joining us here at the Powerhouse in Toowoomba. Thank you to everyone watching at home. APW will return for Under the Big Top on September 14th with our new champion, Lil Mars. Do not miss it. See you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our night tonight. Thank you all for coming out. Please join us again, Carnival Weekend.